Hi, I'm Sajjad Mahdan. I'm second year PhD student at Penn State.
Hi, I am Tony Vazella. I am a second year master's student at Penn State as well.
And what are we looking at this display?
This one is mushroom picking robots. So as you can see, there's one camera at the top. It detects mushroom. You can see them in the monitor. And then actually it's going to pick mushrooms. So picking mushroom is a combination of bending, twisting, and picking. But here, because it's a prototype, it just provides twisting and picking mushrooms. And it has the one suction cup at the top. It does a suction, it releases mushrooms here. Later, it's going to be stem trimmer here, so it would bring mushrooms here, and it just cut this stem.
So it's missing a couple times. And what was the genesis of even trying something like this?
So actually it needs some calibration, but I'm going to work on it this fall. So maybe next year we have a better and bigger prototype, and we try it on real mushrooms. These are actually 3D printed mushrooms.
What do you hope to accomplish with something like this, and can it scale up?
Actually, in mushroom industry, we have lots of labor shortages, so we try to use this one on the aluminum shelves mushrooms, and just to help the whole industry because of those labor shortages.
And does this work with any mushroom?
It's just for button mushrooms, the major mushrooms actually in the US.
What's special about the button?
They're white, and then they get bruised easily.
Okay, so could you use this on a more delicate mushroom?
Yes, this vacuum cups are really soft, and they wouldn't release any bruise and scars on mushrooms. So we hope that they will be used for this kind of mushroom.
And Tony, he talked about metal frame mushroom beds. What other kind are there?
So in Europe, and it's sort of making its way here to Pennsylvania, but here in Pennsylvania, we primarily have wooden shelving. There's a little video there, but for the purpose of this interview. So we focus on wooden shelving. That's just the old style way that has been incorporated since the 1930s when mushroom cultivation was really kicking off in specifically Chester County, Pennsylvania, which very fun fact to learn is that Pennsylvania is the mushroom capital of the United States, producing over 60% of the entire mushroom crop that is produced in the US. And then Chester County is the epicenter of that. And so here we have a few examples of live mushrooms. So here, as you saw in the demonstration with the machine harvester, we have button mushrooms. These were grown and presented today at the Penn State Mushroom Research Center. And so we figured we'd just bring them to show this is what we're doing, because Penn State is the only institution that I know of in the US that actually focuses on this cultivation system for research. Now these others, these are specialties that come from Phillips Mushroom Farm in Chester County. We have golden oysters, king oysters, and maitake, and this is just to name a few of them. There's plenty other specialty mushrooms out there.
Well, checking this video out that's here, they're wooden racks.
Yes.
Can his device pick these up, and what is it doing? Is it looking for a finished mushroom?
So my opinion is that the goal is to find mature mushrooms, so mushrooms that have reached a specific diameter as well as color. So obviously these are white button mushrooms. We want to pick the most white mushrooms, not any that are showing signs of disease, damage, or anything like that.
Okay, now how quickly do they mature? Like if you start seeing one, how long is it before they all start?
So I will pick some to sacrifice for the purpose of this. So the differences between this little one, this and these two mediums, and this big is 3 days. So this big one was this little one 3 days ago. So they grow really fast. You can get through a lot of mushroom crops in 1 year And if your farm has good logistics, you can even stagger those crops and produce even more.
All right, so let's head out to this machine again. And you talked about having shortages, labor shortages. Was that really the goal of trying to come up with a solution, coming up with this?
We hope so, yes. We really want to make something really fast to just pick the mushrooms as soon as possible.
Now, I have a technical background and I could see this is really nice, but can you really make this doable in the real world?
I hope so. Yeah, we definitely research, and research needs some time and financial, but I hope maybe next year we have some better products to showcase.
So this is picking the mushroom and then cutting it. Tony, what do they do elsewhere? How they do this in the places other than the United States?
So, for example, I'll use the Netherlands, for example. They do a lot of that stainless steel bedding and infrastructure that he mentioned. And imagine those beds when they're mature, they'll tilt forward mechanically, and they have these massive belt harvesters that just trim the whole surface of the bed, picking all the mushrooms uniformly. So that eventually could be a goal, but this is what we have to work with here, given the wooden infrastructure.
So we couldn't do this with the European model, but we could do this with the United States model.
I don't want to say we couldn't do it with the European model. I think it could work both ways, but I guess just given our situation, the application case has already been closed in terms of Europe, where here we're trying to figure out how to optimize that process and work with the labor shortages.